So again, the exercise that you need to be doing, you need to do this, especially if you were ollies and you want a good squat, is front foot elevated split squats with a hip shift. The reason why is because one, you're gonna be able to, you're gonna switch. I'm gonna walk you through it, but you're going to be able to feel your hips kind of like you want to pull the leg that's in the front, you want to pull it back, and the foot that's back, you want to pull it forward, and you want to you're not bias, but you're trying to bias propulsion. And so when propulsion, we're trying to feel that toe, and we're trying to feel ourselves go forward. With this, we're trying to feel our heel, and we want to sink straight down while keeping that hip shift. We don't want to go down in a hip shift, and then as we stand up, turn out of it. We want to keep that hip shift, and we want to sink straight down. That's going to be all glute med. That joint's going to feel crazy. I want to grow this movement because a lot of people who have a glute med weakness end up having some type of lateral instability. So if you're not doing your clamshells, if you're not doing your side planks with abduction, the leg lifts, if you're not doing those things, you should be doing those as well. But the reason why is because when you wear a lifter, it gives your shin a negative angle, meaning that it gives it space, it gives your ankle space, it gives your foot space, it gives your shin space to translate forward so that you can get more deep hip flexion and allow your knees to go forward. So if you're always wearing ollies and you're always getting that forward knee translation, it's gonna be more quad and it's gonna feel a lot harder to hit that glute, especially if you're always in ollies. So I definitely suggest you start doing these because it's gonna be good for your hips, it's gonna be good for your overall glute development. So make sure you're doing your Bulgarians, make sure you're doing your split squats, make sure you're doing all of them. You can do it elevated, you can do it from the ground, but personally I've been doing them elevated and I've been getting a lot of bang from them. So do them. All right, so remember, if we're talking about deadlifting and we're talking about squatting, the glute and the adductor work together to extend the hip. So if you lacking on either one of those, not only will you lack lateral, you will have lateral instability, but you'll find yourself only pushing out of one side. And so if my right glute med is weak, I'm gonna end up overusing my left leg, and I'm gonna be pushing out of my left leg super hard into my right side or vice versa. And I feel like that's a big reason why a lot of people be having adductor tweaks, because they're just pushing out of one side and they're not pushing evenly. And I've been there, that joint sucks. So train this joint, train this movement. Don't be lackadaisical about your split squats, because everybody's asymmetrical a little bit. And so keep it up, like don't neglect it, because there's a lot of people who just be like, oh, I'm gonna be all right. You're not gonna be all right. Camera's on the charger. All right, so I just finished doing my lower half. I got still have bench and like 2 or 3 upper body exercises, but I'm gonna eat. Normally Saturdays is super long, so this is Saturday, and I had to warm up my food. So I went to a QT to warm up my food. Asked the lady, hey, can I use your microwave to warm up my lunch? She said, yeah. So like, yeah. But nah, man, it's like, this is just like, I'm inspiring myself. Like the distance, what is the distance that you'll go to make something happen? And I don't want my efforts to go to waste. I want to prove that I am one of the best powerlifters in the world. I'm one of the strongest people on this planet. I want to prove that. I want to show that. I want to use my gift that God has given me to show people that if you believe and you keep going and you trust God and you have faith, that you can make things happen, that you can power through. If you got the right people around you, got the right people inspiring you, got the right people motivating you, even if you don't have a lot of people, if you got one or two, because God say you only need one or two in his name to make something happen. And so I got my camp, I got my few. That's all I need, and I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep pressing on. I just want to keep that momentum. You know, I want to show my family that I have been, and it's not to say that they don't see that I'm putting in work, that they don't see that I'm putting in effort, but I want to be able to physically do something for those around me, make a change for my loved ones and the people that I care about, and just make something different happen, make something new happen. And you know, last week I was kind of just feeling like, oh, nothing's happening, nothing's working. It felt pointless, but I was doing it anyway. So I know I'm way more disciplined than a lot more people. And even my mom was telling me, like, you're super disciplined. Like when it comes to doing something and having to repeat it over and over again, like you can do that. And that is, discipline is a gift. People don't understand that. People don't understand how hard it is to make yourself do something that you don't want to do and then doing it over and over again. Like Mike Tyson say, discipline is doing what you hate but doing it like you love it. And sometimes I don't always want to do this. Like, don't get me wrong, I love this. I love powerlifting. I would not trade it for anything. I love it. That's why I'm still doing it. But it be times where I don't want to do it. But I'm doing it. I'm pushing myself. I'm not letting my gift go to waste. I'm talking, I'm putting the content out, and I'm gonna keep doing it because I know I'm supposed to do it and I know I can do it well. I just gotta keep the faith, and I gotta keep preaching that word, that word and that strength word. Keep putting people on game. So it's late. It be late, but I'm gonna keep striving. I'm gonna eat, and then we're gonna attack bench press. I'm not gonna be lazy about it. Bench is one of my weakest lifts, but I already told myself, like, I'm going to overcome these plateaus. I'm gonna overcome this mindset of like, oh, I can't, this is all I got, this, that, and the third. I'm going to grind, and I'm going to change my reality. And if you feeling stuck, if you feeling like something is tough, or you feel like you're in a situation that you don't think you can get out of, you can do it. You just have to keep grinding. I've gotten out of too many situations that were difficult or tough by the grace of God, that allowed me to just come out on top, come out bruised but not broken. And you just gotta stay prayed up, and you just gotta go, man. Like, that's one of the things my spirit has been telling me. Been telling me to go. Stop worrying about how. Stop worried about when. Just go. Try to get there. Go get there. Don't worry about how it's gonna happen. Don't worry about how long it's gonna take. Don't worry about who gonna go with you. Don't worry about if you got all the stuff necessary to get there. Like all that stuff. This is for me personally. I don't know. Maybe somebody else might be feeling like this too. But all that other stuff, as far as the when and the why and this, that, and the third, like all the extra stuff, it's gonna be revealed, and you're gonna get taken care of. So just keep pressing, man. I know sometimes you be feeling stuck, you be feeling like Chuck, and you be feeling like, but you can do it, man. I'm about to eat. I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit, and we're gonna be benching. We're gonna be benching, and we're gonna be moving weight. And yeah, I'm using pound plates. I do not care because it doesn't matter what I use. I could use straps, I use elbow sleeves, I could use tacky. My sport don't require tacky, but if I felt like using it and it worked for me, I'm gonna use it because I'm strong. It don't matter what I do. It don't matter, I can do it. All right, let's go. All right, so we benching. I'm not mad, but I'm mad. I'm mad because I want to move this weight. I want to move it intentionally. I want to be aggressive. I don't want to be like, I don't want to take it chill. Like, I want to attack the weight. I want it to move fast. I want it to move well because obviously I have big bench goals. I have numbers that I want to hit. I have numbers that I need to hit in order to be competitive. So I have to be mindful of my weight selection, and I also have to be sure to push myself. So I'm gonna look at the RPE. It might be a 7. Even still, I'm gonna make sure that I hit a 7 and I don't do more or less. Bench is one of those things where you want to be careful. You don't want to bite off more than you can chew. You need to, again, it's just like squats, but even more, like you can't take bigger jumps. At least I can't, because I don't bench that much. So you have to be smart about your weight selection. So I'm gonna look at the RPE. We're gonna make sure to nail the RPE so that we can nail our back downs, and we're gonna move some weight. Appreciate it. Dog, I was gonna go so far off the program. So I was supposed to do 330. I'm supposed to do 335, and I got 355 on this joint. I'm raging right now. I'm acting up. You know what? Only because my top set flew, I'm gonna hit 355. If I didn't throw that 380, if I didn't throw that joint out the window, then I would not hit this because I moved that 380 very well. When I did it, it felt like I didn't do anything, and because I moved it appropriately, I'm gonna do this. I feel like I earned this. Now, I'm not saying you can't just be going around taking freebies all the time, but this one of the moments where it's like, All right, guys. So y'all know the vibes. When we bench press, we no matter what day it is, we superset it with some type of row. We do it every time because we're not trying to be weak. I'm trying to be strong. We're trying to be strong under fatigue as well. So I have 3 more sets. I think I have 3 more sets. These last 3 sets, we're gonna superset with some type of rowing action. By the time I get to my last set, I should be pretty tired, which is kind of what we want. And a nice juicy pump too. All the sets should start to hurt, but not because I'm in a compromised position, but because my muscles are working all together. With these rows, I wanted to talk about them a little bit more. So what I'm looking for to happen is I want a bit of my upper back, my sternum, hanging off of the top of the bench, and I want to feel the weight. It's a slow eccentric, and I want to feel the weight pull my shoulder blades down, and I want to use my elbows to help me pull back and get back into that extension. So I'm basically like rounding and pulling, and then rounding and then posturing up. A lot of people don't let their shoulder blades come apart, and so like they're pulling from this like super stiff position. And so I'm trying to make sure I just pull through. I'm not gonna go as heavy this time. I'm only gonna put 25s on each side, but I wanna make sure that I'm rowing properly and I'm moving through the movement like I'm supposed to, so I can actually feel my lats work. And it's a good stretch. The stretch is good because it's gonna lengthen your arm. That was all pec. Just find that groove. We're just focused on reaching. Not. Yeah. I'm finna be a benchologist. All right, I'm getting tired, but success don't matter if you're tired. And I'm more tired of losing than I am physically tired. And so we have neutral grip, feet up, dumbbell press. Last week I think I did 70s. This time I'm gonna do 80s. Gonna do sets of 12. And I feel like it hits, like I can get into a deeper range of motion and feel my pec a little bit better. But 2, I have super long arms, and I get to use these triceps to lock the weight out. Like I said, I'm tired. This one of them. Hey Bob, if for some reason you watching this one of them Bob workouts. I ain't got no Bob shake, but we still making it shake. But because Bob be in this joint for like 8 hours. Like he be working a night shift, and this is what it feels like I'm working. It feels like I'm working a night shift. But first set of 12 with the 80s, and then we're gonna do an AMRAP.
Curls? Huh? Stem curls? No, he's doing press.
There you go.
Let's get it. Now move it. Move it somewhere else.
Where at?
Move it over here.
Over here?
Yeah.
Right
Yeah.
here? Yeah.
Yeah.
Still got my ass. All right. Always does. Yeah, bro. Well, I swear I hit that red button. Nothing happened. There was a switch. What? I was 65, but I want 84. So they'll do nothing.
I used to be able to do that with like. All right, so what we finna do now is we gonna superset chest press and shoulder press, and it's just gonna suck, and that's fine. Sometimes it just has to not feel good. Everyone, what's going on? My 80s are right there. Shoulder press. I think I did 16s on this day, like an idiot. But we're gonna do it again, I guess. And we're gonna do chest press. Quick announcement. We want to practice. First of all, we want to get it to zoom out. Zoom, focus. All right. Safe practice, safe sets, because we don't need to be out here having janky form, especially when we're doing accessories. We don't need to be having janky form for no reason. There's no reason why you can't just go lighter on a movement so where you can feel what you're doing. It shouldn't take the weight for you to feel what you're doing. Slow down. Practice safe sets. Make sure you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Make sure you're tempoing. Make sure you're feeling it. And I'm not saying that you can't be aggressive or you can't be explosive, but let's figure out the other end first, going smoother, going lighter, before we try to turn up the intensity to 9,000. Safe sets. Safe sets in the comments. Shot one.
That doesn't feel good.
That feels better. Nice. So this is the Arsenal chest press. This is probably my favorite chest press, just because it feels really natural. The handles are like fairly thick, so it's easy to grip onto them. That sounds crazy when you like, if you don't have any context and you just hear that, that joint sounds wild. But I can safely move a lot of weight on here. I don't have to worry about stability. All I have to focus on is just using my chest, keeping my lats down, and just finding that groove and just working through it. I used to be able to put 5 plates on here and hit that joint for 10 to 12. I can't do that, but we're slowly working our way back up, and it's gonna be dope when I get back there, because that means that my strength is in that 440, 465 range. So right now we have 365 on there. But ideally, if we can get like, if we can get, all right, you said, you see the man, y'all see him. He got the pecs, he got the shoulders, he got the arms. Free agent.
You got the cheeks, yo.
You got the cheeks. Look at that back. God dang. You gotta come and do a last spread now. Come on. Come on. Don't be acting scary now.
Bro, I can't even do it right.
Look at this man's back. Hold on. God. Just relax. He pale, but he still, look at that. His back is like huge. This is a big dude. That's a big boy. His back almost as big as mine. All right, but we got 12s again. Hopefully we can get the 5 plates on these eventually, for like at least 10. But for now, we just gotta humble ourselves and we gotta work ourselves back up. That boy looked like a tree.
Alright, I'm going. That was like a stump.
He got that stump shape. Bye. Oh, yuck. That's a lot. Let's talk right quick. One of those things is, especially when we talk about accessories, a lot of people talk about using straps or not using straps. Personally, like, people be like, oh, don't let straps be the limiting factor as to why you can't hold on to a pull-up or a row, or wherever you're doing something that requires straps. And it's like, why not just be strong? Why not just build yourself up so that you can use it? And this is coming from somebody who uses straps. Like, I use straps on deadlift a lot. So I don't, not necessarily so I can not focus on my grip, because inherently, which one is it? Anybody? Inherently? What's the word? Inherently?
Inherently?
Yeah, is that right?
Sounds right.
Inherently, when you use straps, your grip gets strong. And some might even say that you might overtrain your deadlift or your grip, but I pulled without straps. Granted, the weight's not heavy enough to challenge me, but I don't feel like I lost anything as far as grip strength. And I feel like people be worrying about the wrong things way too much. I feel like over time, if you just wait and you be patient and you give yourself a chance to grow, that you will have the ability to pull or do the weight that you would need to do without straps. But that's just if we talking about being strong, I feel like it doesn't really matter. And I feel like if you need straps to do pulls and rows so that you don't squeeze super hard, I feel like that's a you problem. That's not a grip strength problem. Now, you might be trying to row a great deal of weight that may require you to use straps, but if you can't hold on to that weight without relaxing your hand so that everything can move properly, then there's a problem. You just don't know how to row. So regardless if you decide to use straps or not, and you just yanking that drum, you shouldn't use straps. You need to lighten the weight, and you need to figure out how to use your back and how that chain works through your body. Just You're using straps and you're squeezing hard, and now you're hitting that forearm and that bicep. You're hitting that bicep hard. And that's why like the mag grips, like I like this because it's like in between. It's an opportunity for you to cuff it, and the grooves are nice and smooth. So all you have to do is like hold your hand. I keep saying like. All you have to do is just cuff your hands and work through that and just hold on to it. But you don't have to death grip it. You just gotta hold on to it and just move. You don't have to try to snap it in half. Just gently hold on and just work through your elbows and make sure you're rowing and you're posturing through that motion. But I don't know nothing. I just got lats. I can use straps. I don't need straps. It's whatever. Again, I'm not gonna be trying to squeeze the handle super hard. I'm just gonna cuff it enough so that there's tension in my hand, and then I'm going to allow the weight to pull me. And I'm gonna feel my shoulder blades pull around my rib cage, and then I'm still working on feeling that point where it's like it's time to pull, and I can use my back to pull back. So. Ooh. So last time I did shoulder press, I only had a plate on. So this time, my camera's about to die. So if you made it this far, shout out to you. If you like the video, like, comment, share, subscribe. Stay confident, stay strong, stay fearless, stay dangerous, be undeniable, and press on. And I'm gonna see you on the next one. But until then, we got shoulder press. I added a 25 because we're gonna just go up slowly, little by little. It's only week 2, so I'm not trying to do too much weight. I wanna save the progression and allow myself, again, to build up. I don't wanna just go spam it. And so we're only gonna do 3 sets of 16, nothing crazy. Put the weight on the other side. I'm glad he told me I'm finna be driving slow. I'm finna be out there driving slow. I'm like, is there a reason why you're driving so slow? I'm like, cause I don't wanna get pulled over. I'm gonna get pulled over.